I've been working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly heaven knows past the sky. I've been working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly heaven knows past us. Man. If my manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him after I fuck the manager up. Then I'm going to shorten the register up. Let's go back to the gap. Look at my check, wasn't no scratch. So if I stole, wasn't my fault. Yeah, I stole, I ain't never got caught. They take me to the back and pat me, asking me about some khakis. But let some black people walk in. I bet you they show off they token blackie. Oh, now they love Kanye. Let's put them all in the front of the store. So I'm on break next to the no smoking sign with a blunt in the mouth. Taking my hits, writing my rhymes, playing my mind. This fucking job ain't helping. So I quit. Y'all welcome. Y'all don't know my hustle. Y'all can't match my hustle. You can't catch my hustle. You can't feather my love, dude. Like yourself in the room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. That's a different world like 3 summers. I deserve to do these numbers. The kid that made that deserves that made back. So many records in my basement. I'm just waiting on my spaceship. Blah. Happy Monday, Sunnies. Welcome to Beaming Light. I am Danita. Beaming stands for bold and light, aware, mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful. Light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, and tactful. Welcome to my channel where I talk about my personal experiences, relate them to song lyrics and songs to Bible verses. And as you see, we get out of order here sometimes. They're on the spirit of the message. But I've been working this grave shift and I ain't made shit. I wish I could buy me a spaceship and fly heaven knows past the sky. That leads me to the topic of this video. We're looking at Philippians chapter 2, verse 12 through 16. I parked my spaceship on Silent Hill. Again, I parked my spaceship on Silent Hill. Spaceship is a song by Kanye West featuring GLC, and Consequence. Silent Hill is a song by Kendrick Lamar featuring Kodak. Y'all been working this grave shift? Did y'all make shit? Y'all, how many Sunnies? How many of you guys just love your job? That's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Lots of stuff. Guess you could tell how I feel about mine. I'm grateful for my position. I'm grateful. I am so grateful. I'm humbled to be able to do what I do. There comes a point in life where you do desire something different. You feel like your soul is not resonating with what you once used to enjoy and love. And I feel that's where I'm at in the point of my life. My soul is not resonating with this anymore. And it's just really finding and figuring out how to move forward. Right. But sometimes it's difficult to really think about that moving forward when you have other things going on in life. Like I told you, the things I've been experiencing have been very weird. And sometimes that is a distraction of the devil. Not even sometimes, that's a distraction of the devil, period. When you feel like you are pulling focus from other areas of your life to hyper focus on one other thing, you know what I'm saying? That is negative, that is not giving anything to you, is just draining your energy instead of adding to it. That's when you need to recalibrate yourself, Sunnies, and you have to say, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? This morning, well, literally like mid-morning, I would say, I start to feel really discouraged and feel frustrated with God. And I know it's terrible to say, but it's okay to kind of admit how you feel. Admit how you feel. I was frustrated with God because I'm like, God, I don't see a breakthrough. Like, when is it going to come? Like, I've been holding out and praying. But God spoke to me. He said, Danita, I need you to understand that for me to give you your breakthrough, you need to let those distractions go. Let me work on it. And you focus on the things that you need to focus on and balance your time out. Make sure that everything is getting accomplished that you need to get accomplished. And whatever comes up, you handle it and you move on forward from it, right? So for instance, managing my home, my job, the dog and all of that stuff. And then what came up? The car. So I was like, I got to handle that and then move on from it. But that's what God is trying to show me. He's trying to show me that I need to look at all areas of my life, because he says this: when I give you your breakthrough, I need to know that you can handle it. So you have to show me that you can handle what you have now. Because why would I give you something bigger and better and bless you when you're not managing the task that you have now? And it makes perfect sense, right? Like, I think we get so frustrated and disappointed because, we're expecting something. But that's when you have to identify what your distractions are and limit time spent on those things. I was telling you about how I was like experiencing like weird shit, and you know what I mean? Like everything kind of connects. So I was listening to someone on YouTube, and they mentioned that if you wanted information about things that happen to you, maybe you can put out like, reward and ask for information. And for some people that may work, you know what I'm saying? Some people may resonate with that and desire to say, hey, I'm going to offer $2,000 if you got any information for me about this, right? Like some people may be okay with that if you have the funds to do it. Here's my thing about it, Sunnies. I believe that if people want to give you information about the things that you're experiencing, they're going to give it to you regardless if you put money on it or not, because they're a good person, they have a good heart. They're not going to take your money, right? I just feel like when you put a price on certain things, you're opening up yourself to fall in a devil's trap. Because nowadays, with the advance of technology, even with AI, people can fake conversations and voices. You can't trust it. So that piece of advice did not resonate with my soul. I don't know if it resonates with any of you, but for me, I feel as if God has brought me this far, he's not going to leave me or forsake me. And God also says, peace, be still. So just be still and silent and knowing that you're going to be good. You just got to trust him. We all have that moments of doubt and fear and worry and anxiousness. It happens. But that's when you got to pray. You got to talk to God. You have to say, like, what's going on? What should I do? You just have to open yourself up and listen to your first mind, because that's God. When you start getting another idea in there, that's the devil. God's going to tell you immediately. You ask him, he's going to give you the answer. Now, he might not act on things as fast as you want him to, but he will give you the answer if you pray for him, you listen to him. And God talks to you like you talk to yourself. So he was like, Danita, like, I need you to get this together before I can, like, how I'm going to give you this? I'm saying this big blessing I have for you. You can't imagine, like, what you got now. Like, make it make sense. God was like, halfway. Make it make sense, way. That's what God told me. So that's what I'm here to tell you, Sunnies. Don't get discouraged by what you're going through. Know that God has a better plan for you. You have to trust him. You have to have faith in him. Talk to him. Tell him to give you some peace. You know what I mean? And focus on what you need to do. Focus on your space. You know what I'm saying? You focus on your home, your place, your car, the kids, whatever it is that you need to focus on. Put your attention in there. And then whatever comes up, you just handle it and you move on. That's all you can do, Sunnies. I promise you, God did not lead you this far to leave you. He's not going to lead you to the blessing and say, oh, well, no, psych, I ain't going to give it to you. God don't work like that. He ain't going to be like, come on. Oh, yeah. Haha, that was a joke. No, like God's not going to do that to you. He loves you too much. All right, let's look at our Bible verse, Philippians chapter 2, 12 through 16. Wherefore, my beloved, as we have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but not much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. So when you try to work it out on your own and you try to take control of your situation, you're not letting God handle it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, that just adds to your fear, your anxiety, your worry. Do all things without murmurings and disputings. Do what you need to do and don't complain about it. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke in the midst of crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So don't worry about what's going on around you. the quicker people are going to be exposed, because when you focus on the moment that you're in and what you're doing in that moment and taking care of what you got to take care of, Sunnies, everybody else going to be exposed. Holding forth the world of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. And I think that's where I was at this morning. I felt as if, like, am I laboring in vain? Is what I'm doing even, you know what I mean? But God is like, I need you to focus on everything, all your tasks, right? I need you to spend time on this, spend time on that, do this, do that, do that. You're letting things pile up. I need you to start diminishing some of the things. God said, I told you to relax, but baby, you done got too relaxed. You got too relaxed. I need you to focus, love. All right, let's look at Silent Hill. I'm pushing these niggas off me like, huh. I'm pushing these snakes off me like, huh. I'm pushing the fakes, I'm pushing the snakes, I'm pushing them all like me like, Stressed down, stressed down, stressed down. Like when he says, what's that? Came up, daughter, love. She need all the love. So came my daughter up. She need all the love. I need all the love. I mean, all of us. It's like 6 o'clock. Bitch, you talk too much. You're making it awkward, love. I mean, it's hard enough. I mean, it's, and then Kodak Black goes into it, right? That's another thing God is showing me. He's isolating me because he's like, you know, when you get this blessing, you're not going to be able to tell nobody. You can't say nothing because you already know, you already see how the enemy works. You've experienced it. So now that you know who the enemies are, they have exposed themselves. And he's like, yeah, there are going to be some more that come and they're going to be exposed as well. You just do what you got to do. And you just trust in me and take care of your tasks. Do what you got to do for yourself. Manage you. God said, don't manage me, manage you. And that's real talk. Sometimes God's going to come through with that tough love. You ain't going to want to hear it, but it's the truth. And God loves you too much to tell you a lie. You know, what did I say? Like mid-morning, I was so frustrated. I was like, ranting. I was on my Kanye rant. And then I had to like self-soothe and self-calm myself down and talk to God. And I was like, okay, this makes sense. So I just got to move to the best that I can with integrity and just continue to love on God and love on me and do what I got to do here. And when it's time, God says, okay, you're able to manage it. All right, now you're ready for this other thing. Now you understand balance. Now you understand what you need to do. And God has been talking to me about that for a long time. But you know, you got to be in a receiving space for God, right? Because like God can tell you all day long, but it's like you got to be ready to receive and say, okay, yeah, you're right. You've been talking to me about this for months and I have not been in a receiving space. I just been hyper focused on what I want, not receiving what you need me to do to get to the blessing, to get to the breakthrough, right? So Sunnies, I know it's Monday. Don't worry. You know what I mean? Don't be like me. I always lose my car, but today I parked my spaceship on Silent Hill, and that's on Sunny Vibes. Y'all, be a beaming light in your community, spread love, light, and positivity. Pay it forward with a random act of kindness, and you know, be humble, be grateful, stay prayed up, peace be still. Use your discernment, use your wisdom. Talk to God. He loves you. Connect with him. You know what I mean? And just know that your enemies are going to be taken care of. Jesus died for this. He died for this. This is what he died for. He died to take all those burdens away from you, and so God can expose your enemies. All right. Take care, Sunnies. Love you. Until next time.